सो व्हाट्स अप गाइस, तो कैसे भाई लोगों, तो एक और न्यू गेम प्ले वीडियो साथ मैं आपके सामने हाजिर हो चुका हूं गाइस। और आज हम कंटिन्यू करने वाले हैं द आउटर वर्ल्ड स्पेशल चॉइस एडिशन में। तो भाई जैसे कि आपको पता है, हमारा जो लास्ट गेम प्ले था, पिछला हमारा प्रीवियस जो गेम प्ले था, उसमें हमने स्किप द होप वाला टास्क कंप्लीट किया था। और गाइस आज हम वहीं से आगे कंप्लीट करने वाले हैं। सो फार दिस गेम इज़ रियली गुड गाइस, आई एम एंजॉइंग दिस गेम। इस गेम को खेलना रियली रियली ऑसम। सो आई होप यू एंजॉइंग टू दिस गेम। सो गाइस इफ यू आर हियर न्यू, अगर आप चैनल पे नए हो तो गाइस चैनल को ना सब्सक्राइब करना मत भूलना यार, और जो बेल आइकन है उसको प्रेस करना मत भूलना, ताकि आपको इन फ्यूचर वीडियो मिस ना कर पाओ। तो चलिए विदाउट वेस्टिंग एनी टाइम लेट्स गेट इनटू दिस। गाइस यहाँ पे हमारा है टाटरस डॉकिंग में है, टाटरस में आ गए हैं हम वापस। और आई थिंक यहाँ पे हम टोटली हॉस्टाइल हैं, तो यहाँ पे भाई हमें थोड़ा बच के रहना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि यहाँ हम गड़बड़ करके गए हैं पहले से, या फिर हमने जो अभी काम किया था लास्ट वाले मिशन जो हमने किया था, ये रिस्ट्रिक्टेड एक्सेस एरिया है गाइस, तो हमें यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा बच के रहना पड़ेगा। ओके
Going silent. Stop!
ओके। तो भाई यहाँ पे हमने सबको निपटा दिया है। अभी तो पता मर ही नहीं थे, हमारे पास इतनी ओपी गन होने के बाद भी ये लोग नहीं मर रहे थे, पर हमने फिर भी पेल दिया इनको। अरे यार भाई, दे ऑल आर प्रिजनर्स आई थिंक। गन इनके पास काफ़ी ओपी है, तो रख लेते हैं एक आध गन। ओ भाई यहाँ पर एक आध बंदा और है। लास्ट वन आई थिंक पिस्टल। ओके, तो हम आगे जाके देखते हैं यहाँ पे ये क्या है। ये चीज़ें उठा ही लेते हैं, काम की चीज़ है, हैकिंग वैकिंग करने में काम आती है। भाई कितने यूज़ करेगा इतना। एमोस ठीक है। ओके, अब हम बढ़ते हैं आगे की तरफ, देखते हैं यहाँ पे हमें करना क्या है वैसे। नो आई डोंट वांट टू ओपन इट, जस्ट फॉरगेट अबाउट दिस। ओके, आगे की साइड देखते हैं। यहाँ पे हमें कुछ ना कुछ तो करना है आई थिंक। हम पहले जो यहाँ पे गड़बड़ करके आए थे। ओके, हैकिंग। थैंक गॉड कि मैंने वो लास्ट वाला नहीं खोला, नहीं तो अभी भाई मुझे कम पड़ा थे। ओके, मुझे डाउन साइड जाना है यार। ओके, डाउन साइड के लिए ये है रास्ता आई थिंक। ओके, तो यहाँ पे एलिवेटर लेते हैं।
I've got to admit, I'm not too keen on walking into a prison.
Okay.
They lock me up, I'm liable to kill everyone trying to get back out.
This might be the loneliest.
अब इसको तो मैंने देखा नहीं, मैं इसको देख रहा था पीछे की साइड से, यहीं खड़ा भाई। ओके सॉरी व्हाट द हेक और मेरी गन से मुझे फर्क पड़ गया वाओ ओके तो यहाँ पक्का हॉस्टाइल वाले बंदे होंगे यहाँ जो हमला करेंगे हमारे ऊपर तो मुझे थोड़ा सा केयरफुल रहना पड़ेगा यहाँ पे गाइस
There's gotta be a few ways through here.
ओ भाई तो ये रिस्ट्रिक्टेड एरिया है बॉयज
There we go! That's the last of them! Here we go!
Gotcha. Here we go.
Don't mess with us.
इसके पास क्या है इसके पास कुछ था नहीं इसके पास होगा कुछ एमओ 574 नाइस भाई यहाँ पे क्या है ये ग्रेनेड में सप्लीमेंट जैसा कुछ बड़े बड़े
Here we go.
भाई नीचे तो और भी आ रहे हैं कितने हैं ये
Take cover! On your right, Cap!
मुझे तो भाई यहाँ से बच के निकलना पड़ेगा अपने साथ ही दोनों निपट चुके हैं come on अच्छा लास्ट वाला था भाई उस टाइम मुझे तो लगा वहाँ पे एक ही बंदा है तो मैंने रश कर दिया भाई उसके बाद जो वहाँ से बंदे के करके निकले बाहर घोंसले से अपने भाई जैसे जैसे बच गए भाई यहाँ पे पर अपने दोनों साथी निपट गए हैं चलो दोनों रिस्पॉन्ड जिंदा हो जाएंगे नो प्रॉब्लम ओके तो इनके पास कुछ है नहीं जितने भी थे यहाँ को पीट डाला है
Sure. What's that? Here they come. Down they go.
Nice hit!
हाँ तो दौड़ते आ रहा है फिर इसके बाद ये छुप जैसे जा रहे हैं इसके पास तो कुछ बचा ही नहीं इसके बाद ये कुछ नहीं बचा ऑलराइट वी गॉट देम ऑल एमोस रखना ज़रूरी है भाई अपने पास
I'm going.
ओके, यहाँ टर्मिनल में देख लेते हैं क्या है इसमें। ओके, वैसे भाई इन लोगों पे हमला करने का कोई मतलब ही नहीं है, क्योंकि भाई शूट तो कर नहीं रहे हैं। चलो कोई नहीं, इनको इस बार नहीं देखते हैं, यहाँ पे शूट करते नहीं है, और देख लेते हैं एक बार क्या पता इस बार ही हमको ना शूट करें। ओके, सो जस्ट फोकस ऑन द टास्क। हम आगे चलते हैं, इन पे शूट नहीं करना अब, ठीक है। Restrict access. Okay, no rest for the depraved. ओके, तो हमें जाना उस साइड, जाने का रास्ता किधर से ये है।
Boy, take me. I thought the chasm outside Stellar Bay was deep. This?
ओके, ओके, तो यहाँ पे एंट्री कर रखी है। भाई हम तो इनके बगल से निकल गए, इनको पता भी नहीं लगा। मतलब जाते ही हम अगर शोर शराबा करके निकल रहे हैं तब इनको पता लग जा रहा है।
Get in there, troops! For Monarch! For Halcyon!
What was that?
Incoming!
What the heck is gun they are using?
Gotcha!
Thanks, buddy. Pro cancel him.
Move it! I'm going! Someone's coming!
Can't access the terminal. Okay. अबे ये शील्ड है तो ओपन कैसे होगा भाई? Can't use in Y. Okay. अबे ये दोनों बंदे निपट गए हैं यार। अरे ये तो अपना बंदा है।
Incoming!
They're dodging like really OP. बाद भाई इसमें वाले में अपनी एमओ बची नहीं है, यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा एमओ सर्च करनी पड़ेगी ब्रो मुझे। शील्ड एंड शील्ड द डोर। ऑलराइट, हियर वी गो। होली शिट मैन। Okay, he carried again so many things. Alright, here we go. अबे अभी हम नीचे तो आए थे, आई थिंक नहीं, आई थिंक दूसरा अच्छा नीचे से हम दोबारा ऊपर आए हैं। बहुत ऊंचा है मतलब।
Sure. Look out! Hell of a drop! Not even a scratch. Nice one!
पीछे से भी आ रहे हैं आई थिंक ये लोग, तो उधर भी जाके देख लेते हैं। This gun is good though. Don't mess with us. Hell yeah. 55 वाला मिला है, तो यहाँ पे देख लेते हैं जल्दी से, इसको इक्विप कर लेते हैं 55 वाले को। 32। $34, $47. Nice, pretty good. What about the guns? $210, bro. Really? Yeah. What about you? $453. Whoa. $133, man, really? That's good, buddy. Let's go. Okay, तो भाई इनका हमने एक वेपन्स अपग्रेड कर दें। अब हम जा रहे हैं नीचे की साइड। आई थिंक नीचे की साइड है, ऊपर की साइड पता नहीं। आई थिंक यस, फिर से ऊपर की साइड।
This is nice. Calm
कॉल
before
विद
the storm and all that.
स्टॉर्म पोना।
Whatever comes to
तो ओके, तो गाइस हमने नीचे के बंदे सबको निपटाया है। अब हम ऊपर की साइड जा रहे हैं। ओके, यहाँ भी मुझे लगता है भाई कुछ ना कुछ गड़बड़ होने वाली है। ओह शिट।
When I pulled you out of the Hope, I never imagined you'd turn me over to the board. Planting a bug in my terminal? That's low. We could have saved this colony, you know. That was always the plan. I revive you, you do as I say. I tell you to go there, get me this, shoot that, and you do as I say. If you'd just listened to me, we could have rescued everyone on the Hope. We could have been the saviors of Halcyon. But you didn't listen. No one in this damn colony ever listens. Fighting back! I've released every prisoner in Tartarus. We'll take this prison over or die in the attempt. We will not go quietly into
टार्टस
the
में
night.
जितने भी हैं भाई,
I know the
जितने भी
board's
यहाँ पे
recruited you.
criminals हैं,
What with
सबको
your talent for subterfuge
रिलीज करने के
and your
चक्कर में है
penchant
ये।
for slipping around through the shadows. I don't care how many guns you've brought. If you try and stop me, by law, I'll bloody your damn nose.
Really?
Is that right? Well, I didn't. I brought one, and I know exactly what I'm going to do with it. Adjutant Akande is my captive. If I'm to die here, then she's coming with me. Well, yes. The adjutant is your employer, after all. I was expecting something of a reaction. If you insist on interfering, I will be forced to kill you. I've programmed the labyrinth's mechanical warden to kill you on sight. I'm sorry. You were my greatest success.
तो ये वही बंदा था वैसे, इसने मुझे स्टार्ट में क्रिएट किया था। बात भाई हम लास्ट में उसी के अगेंस्ट गए क्योंकि इसका प्लान कुछ और ही था, पर इसने आप यहाँ पे गड़बड़ कर दिया। ये बोल रहा है कि यहाँ पर हर एक बंदा है जो जेल में है, ये उसको ओह शिट। अच्छा मैन। भाई काफ़ी तगड़ा बंदा था और सी एंड वाकई में भाई मेरी सारी बुलेट्स भी ख़त्म हो गई थी, पर वी गॉट दिस, लेट्स गो बॉयज। Alright, 22, 21 meter bro, who's this?
Everyone all right?
Okay, finally.
Thank the law you're here. That madman was out of control. You were right to put him down. He was too far gone to be of any use to us. And what about you? You aren't hurt, I hope. I'm not hurt. Well, except for my pride. I can't believe that lunatic got the better of me. You've put down the worst riot in our history, rid the colony of a dangerous madman, and saved my life. The board owes you a tremendous debt. We don't have a moment to lose. We're gonna have to work together to save Halcyon, because the situation is far worse than you imagine. What I'm about to tell you must never leave this room, under any circumstances. We've lost all
Whoa.
contact with Earth. It's been 3 years since we've received a message. We've had no contact, no signals, nothing. Earth has gone dark. 2 years ago, the Earth Directorate's frigate disappeared en route to Earth. We don't know if they ever made it. We don't know if there's an Earth to go back to.
So we've got to make do on our own. Seems to me that'll make us stronger in the end anyhow.
We must find a way to carry on by ourselves. For better or worse. Halcyon is the only home we have left.
You mean
Whoa,
we're all
man.
alone out here? Really alone?
You sound frightened, Miss Holcomb. You should be. Fear sharpens the mind. We're alone, Captain. That's all I know for
Bam.
certain. Whatever happens to this colony, we're going to have to deal with it on our own. Returning to Earth is not an option. Yes, we do have a long road ahead of us. But I have faith in you. The service you've done for this colony is nothing short of extraordinary. You're the reason I'm still standing here today. The board will survive because of you. And as the board goes, so goes Halcyon. It's time we carried out the program. I trust I can count on your support, Captain. I'm pleased to hear that. The program is too important to hand over to the board's bureaucrats. I'll see to it that the Lifetime Employment Program operates under your supervision. We're on our own now. Earth isn't coming to
Okay.
save us.
Hero of Halcyon. Interesting.
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The riots in Tartarus ended in a total victory for the board. Without any significant threats to challenge their power, the board asserted their control over the colony. The Lifetime Employment Program began immediately, and the people of Halcyon did exactly what they were expected to do. They obeyed. Sophia Akande converted the labyrinth from a prison to a processing center. She jettisoned the original colonists out of the Hope and transformed the ship into a massive storage facility. One by one, the workers of Halcyon surrendered themselves to the program. They arrived with their families and their friends, their colleagues and their neighbors, and then, one by one, they marched into their stasis chambers. As the workers of Halcyon slept in their hibernation chambers, their settlements became ghost towns, left behind by the board to be reclaimed by nature. Only Byzantium remained, a shining beacon of civilization in an otherwise abandoned colony. The people of Byzantium spent the rest of their days gorging themselves on their stockpile of resources. As for the workers of Halcyon, they never felt the effects of the collapse. They never felt anything at all. With the board shuttering many of its smaller townships, Graham was never able to spread his ideals to Byzantium. On Monarch, however, the iconoclast movement swelled, forming the colony's hotbed of philosophical thought and freedom, a consistent counterpoint to the board's capitalist regime. Or so they viewed themselves, at least. The Byzantium elite find it endearing that those anarchistic hoopleheads are still allowed to breathe Halcyon air. Sublight Salvage adapted to the changes in Halcyon, shifting their business model to suit the times. Their claims of legitimacy were scrutinized, but ultimately unquestioned. Lilia Hagen would continue to protect her family as ruthlessly as ever. Over the years, the ruins of Edgewater caused irreversible environmental damage to the landscape of Emerald Vale, owing largely to the presence of toxic compounds in the town's building materials. As for Edgewater's former workers, their remains provided a source of nourishment for the region's fauna, leading to an explosion in the sprat population. The collapse of Edgewater left its workers bereft of any purpose in life. Most of them made their way to Adelaide Medevit's camp, hoping to ingratiate themselves into her favor. Adelaide accepted only a few to her community. The rest were turned away and likely died of starvation. Nevertheless, Adelaide's camp grew into a well-established town. It was only a matter of time before the adjutant sent her troops to wipe out Adelaide's town. Only one deserter escaped the massacre. He was believed to be carrying the last remaining copy of Adelaide's research. The bounty on his head remains unclaimed. Junlei Tennyson struggled to maintain the Groundbreaker's independence. Mechanical failures forced her to make increasingly uncomfortable compromises to stabilize her ship. The board bought her out of the Groundbreaker one deck at a time. While she kept the ship intact, her role as captain became a symbolic one. As smaller settlements were swallowed up and their workers drafted into the lifetime employment program, Byzantium continued to thrive. While its citizens lived in decadence and extravagance, a small cadre of scientists worked to solve the nutrition crisis that threatened Halcyon. No one else much noticed the townships that disappeared from the map, or the luxuries that slowly lost their luster year by year. The truth about Rizzo's Spectrum Brown was buried in the abandoned ruins of their old distillery. The company designed a new drink using the rancid harvests from the old purpleberry orchards and a dangerous amount of brown food coloring. This second launch of Spectrum Brown was sold in Byzantium at an exorbitant price. It was incredibly popular. The death of her sister left Ruth Bellamy disillusioned. She eventually lost interest in Byzantine culture and spent more and more time alone with her memories of Belinda. She only emerged out of isolation to speak out against the lifetime employment program. Her opinions earned the contempt of the elite. She was last seen departing from Byzantium in a private craft. No one has heard from her since. The lifetime employment program led to a boom in the aetherwave industry as more and more Byzantines demanded entertainment. With the absence of Ruth Bellamy, the question on everyone's mind was, who could be the next Halcyon Helen? Burbage 3001's performance during the investigation on Eridanos made it the ideal contender for Helen's replacement. Some years later, After Odeon Pictures released the brand new Burbage 3002 model, it was found mysteriously destroyed by a plasma weapon. Cedric Kincannon did not take kindly to losing the vast majority of his subordinates to hibernation. Despite the board seriously entertaining the idea of offering Sublight a seat, Cedric was nowhere to be found. Any theories that he left Halcyon entirely to begin a new life on some undiscovered asteroid with his former secretary Eileen are, of course, just theories. With the board's newly renewed grip on its seat of power, the public's increased interest in the aetherwave industry, and the death of his primary acting rival, Spencer Woolrich expected to return to the limelight, as he so rightfully deserved. Much to his chagrin, however, his roles remained few, and quickly grew fewer. As his fall from stardom solidified, Woolrich found himself reassigned to menial labor and placed in suspended animation to support the Lifetime Employment Program. It seemed that as much as he had resented her, Halcyon, tossball in Halcyon, Bertie Holcomb, with the situation in Eridanos taking, though Parvati eventually grew comfortable aboard the Unreliable, she never quite came out of her shell. As the board began to roll out their Lifetime Employment Program, Parvati was plagued by dreams of freezing to death. As hard as she tried to drink them away, Nyoka's memories eventually overcame her. Traveling with the crew served as a constant. Before his untimely death, Captain Alex Hawthorne had plans to restore and modify it for combat purposes. A sanitation Minister Clark was released from House. Adjutant Sophia Akande, while the rest, with Halcyon's workers suspended in a state of hibernation. The Halcyon of today is nothing at all like the colony of yesteryear. How, and what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? After the riots on Tartarus came to an end, you threw in your support with Sophia Akande. While Akande administered the board herself, you oversaw the life. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for